Joining me now from Las Vegas, Nevada, attorney, author, and business and tax expert, Toby Mathis. Toby, what used to happen in Vegas, is that going to ever happen again, do you think, in this calendar year or in our lifetimes?
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me on, Graham. And I don't know. I wouldn't bet against Vegas, not to be cliche, but they are very, very good at making the best at whatever that they're able to be given. And they're very good at this emotional intelligence game of getting people to want to come here. But it's going to be very, very difficult for people to want to come to a city where that's used to large gatherings,
right,
and not be able to go and do large gatherings.
But then again, you folks survived a couple of years ago with the Harvest Festival massacre, right? I mean, that was a shock to the system of Vegas, and you folks pulled through.
We're very resilient here, and we have very intelligent people in the gaming industry. I wouldn't necessarily say the same in the politics. It seems unusual, to say the least, at some of these phased reopenings and how they're discriminating against certain businesses versus others. But the gaming companies are very good about making do with what they're given.
Well, I won't sugarcoat it. You have a governor by the name of Sisolak. I get flooded with emails from viewers in the Silver State who are saying this guy's out of control. He's a maniac. He's like Cuomo. He's like Pritzker. He's like Newsom, maybe even worse than the aforementioned. But the bottom line is Friday, there is going to be some reopening, right? You're talking about restaurants and some other facilities. And then next Friday, I guess, next week, the casinos are saying, hey, we're rolling, right?
Yeah, June 4th, technically. Some of them are going to reopen. Some of them aren't. Some of them are going to phase it in as demand it comes back. There was a giveaway, actually. The D gave away, I think it was 1,000 free flights to Vegas, just trying to get people here, and they were gone within an hour. So there's a demand to come back. I just don't know how it's going to do that social distancing thing in a city that's very social.
Right, and you like at a craps table. I mean, I was joking about it a couple of minutes ago, but let's face it, logistics kick in here. And you go to a grocery store now and you see things taped off and one-way aisles. They're going to put one-way aisles down the slot, machine world. I mean, that stuff it's not going to happen, right? And at the craps table, that's like saying to a barber, hey, you got to use 6-foot-long scissors. It's just not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. And it seems to be contrary to human nature, doesn't it? And then again, in a city that draws people because of our conventions and our nightclubs, you still can't open up those. There's still very strict restrictions on the ability of people to go into facilities, and most are limited to 50%, unless, of course, you're a house of worship, and then it's only 50 people for some reason. God knows how they came up with that, but
no respect for the First Amendment. That's how they came up with it. But let's face it, Vegas has had the highest unemployment rate per capita by far in this country, and for obvious reasons, right? It's driven by the service industry. But the federal state relief I'm hearing, Toby, has not really helped the majority of these workers. Is that what you're hearing?
How about 100% of them? Here's what's sick. And because I have a lot of friends that are in the entertainment industry, there's people that work on the shows, that do the production of it. They've yet to see a check. If you were a independent contractor or sole proprietor, the money that was dedicated to you on March 27th has yet to find its way into the pocket of these individuals. They have been living off of nothing. And the strip properties, by the way, unemployment in those industries, in the hospitality industries, is north of 30% and getting close to 40%. It's frightening. And, Mayor Goodman got on TV. She was, very well publicized, spat with Anderson Cooper, and was advocating for these people. And she was shamed.
Yep.
It's pretty disgusting what's going on.
We supported her in what she was trying. And we tried to get her on the program. Maybe you can help get her on, because I'd love to chat with her about it. But for what? I mean, you look at what's happening, destroying the Las Vegas and the overall Nevada economy. For what? I've looked at the numbers. 400 deaths over 4 months attributed to COVID-19. And we know that the numbers are warped, so we can probably cut those in half. One death is too many, as the president says. He's correct. But, I mean, come on. In a state of 3 million people, I checked the numbers just yesterday, 100 cases yesterday. Again, the numbers are skewed. I don't believe
Not
the
new
numbers.
cases.
They're corrupted numbers. But 100 cases in a state of 3 million people, open up.
Absolutely. I'm in a county where they've had 330 deaths. That's Clark County, where the vast majority of the population is. They were predicting on the high end 62,000 deaths. And they're still saying things aren't done good enough.
Destroying Las Vegas. It sounds like the title to a movie. Unfortunately, it's real. Hopefully, as you pointed out at the onset, Las Vegas residents, including yourself, are resilient enough to get this thing going. But they've got to get the governor to get his well-shined shoe, or boot in this case maybe, off the throat of the economy and let people live. Toby, thank you.